All right, checking 1, 2, 3. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite and most greatest that integrates health, community, mental, spirit, and the soul. So we said it another way last time we talked about it, but we'll get it together. We still working on everything, so we want to include all of that.
We said music, community, and spirit.
Right, yeah. Music, community, and spirit. We integrating those three things for you in this 2020. As you see, we always go talk about what we have done over the last week, gearing up to you guys for this Saturday. And as you all know, it was a lot of changes of moons and frequencies and things going on. So that allowed people to be more creative and come up with more great ideas for this new decade that we have been blessed and given. So I hope everyone is enjoying their harvest, because a lot of people have been working hard. So have we. And it's time now to reap from our harvest. So with that being said, I was in hiatus last weekend. My brother always hold it down doing his thing. Universe, a little frequency done pushed me one way when I was trying to go another way on my own frequency, but those things happen. Your frequencies get crossed and things happen. And I just thank God that it wasn't as bad as when those things collide. When my frequency collided with somebody else's frequency, I'm just glad I wasn't really torn up in that collision. So with that being said, I'm here, stronger, better than ever. And when something knock you down, when you get back up, woo, they don't know what they done. So with that being said, and over the last week, me and brother, I know you heard us talking about it before the new year came in. We wanted to give something for our guests that have obliged us in coming here, rain, heat, bad weather, storms, bands, the entertainment going on downstairs, people walking in when they're having an interview. And we just love our guests because they have came and brought us through so much over the year and a half me and brother been doing this here at Win DC Radio. So in that homage, we want to give you guys all the guests that appeared on the 2GO show as guests have a open invitation +1 to come to 2300 Good Hope Road, Southeast Washington, D.C. on February the 9th at 2020 at 5 p.m. There will be a appreciation pop-up celebration. So we will have appetizers and entertainment, with your brothers here providing. He's always the minister and maestro of music, so I always have to lead off of his. We always bounce off each other. So this is something that we both had wanted to do for a while. We've been trying to get it done. We wanted to do it before the end of the year to show you guys how we appreciate you in the 2019. But hey, better late than never. So here we are, guests of 2GO family. We love you. Please come out. I try to send out all invitations through the Instagram and Facebook, who you all have been viewing our pages and following us. I sent those things out on yesterday. So I will be resending them out again with different flyers, updating you what type of vendors we're going to have in. I'm getting the pictures from all the vendors. I got 6 exclusive vendors that are going to be coming out and participating and bringing you all their goods. And an exclusive 7 vendor that's going to be a surprise, but you guys got to come and find out. So don't sleep, like your girl always say. The other time my voice was too hesty, so I couldn't get it out, but I'm making up for it this day. So with that being said, that's February the 9th, 2020 at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Appreciation pop-up 2GO podcast, which is our new name now. We'll be giving to honor all our past guests that have came on the 2GO show and gave us and blessed us with their journeys, their story, and their time. And we want to just show how we appreciate them. Come on out, please, please. If I haven't reached you, I will be contacting you through the entity media of Instagram and Facebook to send you your invitations. But those who haven't been on the show, you're welcome to come out and participate and give your support as well. And you could be our future guests on our show. So, with that being said, please come on out and celebrate us pre-Valentine's. And you can get your Valentine's, get some treat, get some networking done, and do your thing and enjoy yourself on a Sunday afternoon. And I chose the second Sunday after the Super Bowl for those of you who are those football fans. So I even got out y'all way. So it's the Sunday after the Super Bowl Sunday. So please come out and support 2GO and the independent vendors that will be obliging you with their services. As I said, it's 2300 Good Hope Road, Southeast, Washington, D.C., February the 9th, 2020 at 5 to 9. Please come out and join us. And keep eye on the entity for what we're doing in the upcoming weeks as well. Brother, anything you want to say?
Just want to say what's up to the people out there. You pretty much said a mouthful right there.
I'm so excited. You know how I get excited.
Yeah, but that's all good. Yeah, we basically going to be out there doing appreciation for the people. I don't know if she mentioned that we're going to have live entertainment.
I was saving that. You get that juice.
Okay.
Because you're the minister of music, so.
Positive Vibe, the band that I was working with for over, about a couple of months.
Right, and you've seen them here over, they've been here more than 2 or 3 times.
Last week?
Last week they was here.
Yeah, we've been putting in a little work on rehearsals, and it's going to be our first time performing it out live. That's like going to be a little prep show for the Valentine's show.
Right, right.
And then we've been in talks with some of our old promoters, as you want to call them, from the other clubs that we did over a year ago. We had a good run down there. We thinking about doing something back with that, making it like a home base. But it's not sure yet. We just talking about it, But we got to get a home base for this ending of the winter and beginning of the spring, so we can just be doing the things that we want to do. And like I said, we're reaching out into the community, and we've been upgrading our electronic devices to better serve you. Right?
That's right, to reach you better. And don't sleep, because it's not going to stop here. We're going to be doing later. It's going to be coming up. We're going to be doing pop-up shows with the pop-up shop. So that's what we're working on. We're trying to bring all the networking and people, like I told you before, I still haven't put that hat down. Those that own these private organizations, like these nonprofit organization, I'm going to be gearing up something for something real huge, because I said I want to get you guys together at a table. And if I have to get some music and food to get you guys together, because that scene will bring people together, we're going to get these this nonprofit network together where we all can work for one greater cause, and that's our communities. So with that being said, brother will always be in charge of bringing you the entertainment and music and any event that we do. You see, he's always behind the scene, making sure you get the best of entertainment, live entertainment there is in the city that's undiscovered. So that's always a treat, because see a lot of undiscovered artists or bands coming up to show you their skills, and they're trying to just do their thing. So keep an eye on that.
And one more thing, I got a new channel, a YouTube channel. The log on is going to be Stay Focused _ Brother Law. I don't have anything on it yet. I just actually pulled it up today.
That's right. Stay Focused.
Yep.
What is it?
The name is Stay Focused _ Brother Law. You go to YouTube and you type that in, and the channel actually come up. And I'm going to be posting clips and shows, things from what we're doing here and out in the streets. And that's, on YouTube.
So you heard what he said. We up in our devices to serve you better. So that's Stay Focused _ Brother Law at YouTube. Brother Lance's personal YouTube page, where he'll keep in touch with the community, as well as his Facebook page he has as well. Yeah. So you can reach him on all of those now. So with that being said, and 2GO podcast as going forward, no longer a radio show. We're growing, so we're growing up. So with that being said, that's why you will see the name change to 2GO podcast because that's the new wave of the frequency for 2020, baby. So we had to up our levels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with that being said, we don't have any guests today because as we promised you at the beginning of the year, that we were going to keep this third Saturday, unless current events change. And, we do have a guest that wanted to come on, but unfortunately, things got messed up, weather and everything. So, they said we drop back to having every third Saturday of the month as a knowledge awareness day. What me and brother had decided to do for you guys to keep you. I don't know if you see my post. It said learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Yeah.
So be open to that. And I was real dead serious when I posted.
Deprogram to reprogram.
That's right. That's all what it's saying in so many words.
Yeah.
So we're going to get you some juicy facts of research today. Brother's going to touch on some chakras, bring you up to date. He's going to work on one for you today to get you in more depth of that one. And then, it's a lot of work. So we can't give you everything in a day. So it'll be coming back up on each third Saturday of the month of Knowledge Saturday. That's the show that we dedicated to giving you guys all the knowledge that we're coming into
in the spirit realm, yeah.
Coming into our growth of our spiritual realm in this walk. We want to share with you. We want to leave no one in the dark. That's our commitment. We haven't went to school. We haven't done none of that. This is all led by the universe and the great spirits of God. So
and everyone has a right to know.
And everyone has a right to know.
You have entities out here that's been keeping it secret for so many years, but now we're in the age of Aquarius, and that's the age of information. So the only thing you gotta do is tune in, and then you can take what we give you and do your own research and advance yourself even more.
Correct, though. You heard it from Brother Law. Told you I was changing that name too. So he brings it. So with that being said, and I'm going to get on, I love the birthday language and talk about, I don't know if you saw my posting when I posted for the show. Today's date, 1/18/2020. It all comes to the equivalent of 3, which is my favorite number. So, with that being said, we will be getting into what they call it, the Trinity effect of things today.
Yeah.
So that's we doing all this on the number 3 day, really. If you know your numbers in Matrix, and we're gonna get more educated on the numbers too, as these third Saturdays go along. We're gonna touch bases on so many things. You guys gonna have to start getting a notebook to tune in to keep you up some notes, or type it in them notepads, some iPhones and them Androids, because I'm telling you, we're gonna be giving you some juicy knowledge here where you go research and make it and work for you. And with that being said, before we get into it, I wanted to just get into talking about like the the community outreach stuff that we're trying to incorporate in the show. Yeah, we're trying to make sure you guys stay updated on your community resources. Don't turn blind eye to those in your communities, like the resource centers, your community centers, because even though things may be appear on outside, everybody's doing okay and everybody's doing fine, but for those who are not, those who are still fighting the system as we are every day to survive, to make our claims of our rights, of our worth here in this world, some people have a struggle with day-to-day, battles. So that's why we give this information to not only strengthen your minds, but to strengthen your spirits, so you'll be able to endure and find ways to get your own shield, your own armor, and be able to deflect some of this negative frequency that comes your way. So you won't be depressed, so you won't be down, so you won't let it beat you down. It may knock you down, but you can get back up. Promise you. I'm a true witness of that. So, just stay focused, like he said, and go to that underscore brother law. Stay focused, because he does post some nice, intriguing, enlightening things. If you haven't already catched his pages on Facebook as Lawrence McCray, where he posts some of his outdoor explorities that he bring to us that we would have known as on a negative eye. Only a person. I mean, I enjoyed a lot of his photos, like when the sun is creeping in, rising through the trees. God is waking up the world. Beautiful shots, evening shots. So I'm telling you, stay focused. Underscore brother law. Please go to his site and check out the things that he posts. And he may stumble across some things.
And subscribe.
Right. And then also like and subscribe, as he said. And as well, he not only posts his enlightening pictures and posters and stuff like that, or keepsake words of positivity. It's also, he goes out and he researches and he gets these into these treasure chests that be buried out here. He goes out and venture. He finds all kinds of artifacts and music, and so you just gotta stay focused. Underscore brother law at YouTube. That's what you gotta do. So with that being said, I'm gonna get into the birthday. I'm gonna go ahead and take this first part of half of the show, and get into these birthdays, because simple fact is the birthday book, and it starts out very, very weird. It gives like all the signs all at once, and it really doesn't start getting to, I guess, the cusp of things until like March. And as you know, March, April are very high spiritual functional months. You have a lot of things happening in those 2 months, far as in the religion aspect of spirituality, which you have in March. First off, you have the beginning of spring. You have, that's really the beginning of the year. And I guess that's why this book starts in the middle of the cusp.
Now, what it is on that, actually January is not the beginning of the year.
Right.
That's with the Matrix.
Right. That's why I said around March or so. It's around, when it's around March.
Actually, the beginning of the year is like when the spring comes.
Right.
Whenever the first of spring, that's actually the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, around spring.
Why that book started like that.
Yeah.
We on a different system
than what the, right.
The Matrix is.
Correct.
That's why you had a spring equinox. Yeah. Winter solstice and all. That's how we do.
Okay, so that's that. You see, he get into his his literature and his research artifacts. You have to give us a class on that.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, the different seasons and their meanings Yep, because it's right here. Early seasons, the elements and the quality of the ruler and symbols.
Because if you think about it real quick, I just want to say. The beginning of something, right? If you think about it, the spring of the year, that's when, the trees blossom, things bloom, the bees come out. Now, dead winter, January, everything cold and frozen, it's dead. But that's how they got their matrix set up. You know what I mean? So
and have us been dictating us to us all these years that this is the beginning of a year, but it's not. So like I said, you stay tuned and don't sleep. You'll find you some very interesting facts that we come across. Even just going over some things that we read, we'll come up to our own understanding where you understand. So it'd be not understood, it'd be overstood.
There you go.
Okay? So with that being said, like he said, the beginning of the year is like around when everything is spring, everything is rebirthing, growing, just all the harmonies of the world as you see developing to a new, like the new leaves on the trees, the new buds on the flowers, the baby birds, the birthing of babies, all things be birthing and growing. So, but it is the date of 4, I believe, is still Capricorn, that you're in. And It did give a little bit about Capricorn. It says that um, just had the page. Excuse me. It just basically just says about your being in the about your like which space you're in, and the cusp of the concept of this season is like for prophecies, mysteries, and imagination and sensitivities. Um, Also, as far as the planets ruling around this time, astrologically, is related to the Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, are all ruled by the heavenly body Saturn of Uranus and Neptune, which are all heavy outer planets. These bodies are the big and far from the Earth, and they give the circumference of the measurements and everything. But the outlook of the adult at this time more universal. Such concerns as competing in the marketplace, raising a family, reproducing. See, I said everything that starts over, growth and build. And I didn't even know this. It was going to say this. Making a mark in the world of society, or generally diminishing or even completely absence now. The elder must prepare physiologically for the coming of the end of the life cycle. You heard that, brother?
Yeah,
It said the elders must, this was back then when they wrote this book. It was saying around this season of this winter origin that the elements of earth, air, and water are one master, one universalized, and one belief. So what this is saying that the elders must prepare psychologically for the coming of the end of life cycle.
Yeah, just saying basically prepare for it. We should have been already doing that.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you never know. See, this what I believe on that note too, is that this earth is gonna always be here.
Regardless.
You have the ending of ages.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like civilizations that was here, and then when time comes, you might have a tornado, earthquake. That's why you got some cities, lost cities, that's under rivers. When you ever heard like the global warming and all that kind of stuff. Earth will do her thing when she get tired. You know what I'm saying? Man can't stop it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I guess when the creator, when he did create the earth, he created day and night, and he created these 4 seasons that we go in and out of through our matrix and our times.
Yeah. He created the 4 seasons. If you live your life, actually, you can look at the 4 seasons and base your life around. That's what the old folks used to do. When my grandmother was living, they come from South. Well, actually, they come from Africa, but they ended up in the South, and they used to grow vegetables and fruits and all kinds of stuff, and they had animals. And what they did was, when it was warm, and they picked them pears and stuff, they would cut it up, put it in jars. They had what you call a pantry, and they would get the carrots, anything that they can grow in the summertime, because you actually plant it in the spring.
Right.
It comes in the
harvest
summer.
in the summer.
Yeah. So that way, what you do is you store stuff away when you got plenty. Right. So when the winter comes, when you can't grow nothing,
you already got it in storage.
You already got it, and they basically a lot of times, this was before the Matrix took all strong. They didn't have to pay rent and all this kind of stuff. They would build their own houses, or some Indians lived in tents. You know what I'm saying? They lived off the land. They would fish,
trade goods.
Yeah, trade for you know how to do this. You know how to sew. So I need me some pants. I give you the material. You hook me up some pants. I bring you some fish. Or so, you know what I'm saying? That's how they did before the Matrix actually set in. And so they would base their life on how they live around, the seasons. Now it's shit. It ain't nowhere near like that. You know what I'm saying?
Nope, it's not.
That's why you can have the beginning of the year in the winter, in January. You see what I'm saying? And then they switch up time when they want to switch it up. You know, in the wintertime when they set a clock back, set it back up, they play with time. That's why people say really there ain't no such thing as time. You know, time was created by man. You know what I'm saying? They put a date in the calendar on things.
And that's why a lot
You
of
know?
people like living outside the box don't like living within the rim of these dictators because they put these things in place not only just in the physical world, but they put them in place in our literary world where we were dumbfounded and thought that was all that was there. But now that we know better, we know how to research. Thank God for what's his name?
Thank God for all the scientists,
All the scientists, and mainly my boy who started the internet. What's his name? I keep forgetting his name. It's so many. Keep coming up. It's only one.
He ain't started it.
No, he just started IBM. He started He initiated. Okay. But like the ones that came out with these, like Steven, what's that boy name? Did the Facebook?
Steve Cobb or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, all these new people coming out with all these new ideas, and you know, you just have people that was blessed to bring their talents forward, and they now gone, and I mean now they're gone on and passed this information on, and now it's been picked up, and now we're getting ready for another level of frequency, which they're saying this thing how long ago when it started. And now we already up on. But to get back to that with the winter people like the Capricorns and the Aquarius and the Pisces, you wintertime personalities. This is what the book says. It did go back and when I looked up, I said, "Oh wow, it's telling us about the seasons." So you're right. Spring is March the 21st. That's the spring. That's the first season. The second season is summer from June 21st to September the 23rd. And the third is fall, which is from grace periods in order to their dictation, what they say, September the 23rd to December the 21st. And then winter is from December the 21st to March the 21st. And it starts all over again. So with that being said, I'm just going to read you the personalities of these wintertime personalities and the signs in the life of this period. Winter is a compromise. It has 3 astrological signs: the cardinal earth sign, Capricorn, and its fixed air sign. Aquarius and mutual water signs, Pisces. These 3 signs can be likened in human terms the life of the individual of the ages of 63 to 84, the spiritual period of human development from the late Middle Ages to death. Evidence of many of the same aspects of stillness and interiorizations of experience and quieting of instinctual demands that characterizes natures of winter. I have to really go back because that was a lot. It gave off the period of human development between the middle age to death, and it's saying that this is where we are very high spiritually caught up in our spiritual realm. We have supposed to I guess collect all our little nuts and screws and tools. It's about time we 63 through 63 and 84. We should be experts. You know, we should be able to pass the knowledge on and teach somebody else. That's what it says. So, and we could demand the different characteristics of the natures of winter. See, when you become an elder in this thing. But with that, I guess we still growing, we babies. We gonna get there. And it says the 4th quadrant of the grand cycle of life is governed by the faculty of thought and can be seen as a waxing period which manifests subjectively and has a conscious orientations, although subjective and underground interior activity has a completed replace out with growth. Didn't I just say that? I said we are on the grist of growing, and I said we grew from radio to podcast. So I'm just throwing back things that I have already said before we started the show and what I'm reading now to show you that when you get in your walk and you manifest in your affirmations, you become very knowledgeable of what is being read and said. Now, while I was reading you that, I was breaking down understanding to myself because I do that when I read. so I can get a better understanding of what I read, and it won't, just be like going through my eyes and out my ear. But like it says when you're in your three cycles of life periods is when you're really caught up into something. You could be, they say, from age of 63 to 84. I guess that's like, you see a lot of older people who've been married for years, like 50 and 60 years. That's being this age category. Mm-hmm. You see, and it says this age also have been through the many aspects of evidence of life. So with that age area, 63 to 84, you should have seen some things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be dumbfounded and still walking around bumping your head against that wall like a robot. You gotta keep winding up and winding up. Mm-hmm. So listen to some of this stuff we're saying, guys. And I mean, it don't take you to get to that point either, to wisen up and smarten up. You're supposed to start now. They were just saying within the evidence of you being at your most high spiritual aspects, and you could demand that the characteristics of the nature of any season. It's a cycle.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. You want to age to fulfill your destiny, which is whatever your legend is going to be to leave behind in this world. And that's what this was saying to me. It says the cycle of the life periods. And when it gave those age groups, where you think you're going to be at 63. You know what I'm saying? I know where I'm going to be. It's already been shown to me. But that's between me and God. I can't share that. Sorry, y'all. So y'all just have to wait to see it. But like I'm 54 and I'm already in this realm of these 63 and 84 people. I already know where I want. I already know what I want to do already. So it don't have to wait to see. Like I say, people can dictate things. You don't have to always follow no one's dictation.
Yeah,
or that's their research.
Yeah, anything that someone put in the book, like you said, that's their research. That's why I say meditate and always go within. Mm-hmm. Because your life path, everybody got different life paths. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, you can learn some things, but it don't even mean that it's written in stone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's all I'm saying to you guys. That's why I broke it down and talked to you about what I read before I go on reading, because I want to make sure you understand that this is not law. You know what I'm saying? So you got your own laws. You make your own laws for your own journey. You don't have to follow no one else's. And to go on with this book was explaining about the winter season people, meaning that people that was born in this winter period, from December to March the 21st. It says also that, nature and the human being can objectively change in their ways, like you were just saying. When some things grow, or just like you said, things die off in the winter. Mm-hmm. Dead. You see roots exposed, look unhealthy, like they ain't gonna come back to rebirthing stages. Yeah. So all those things appear during the winter phases of the winter seasons. And our weather been so crazy, we just started feeling winter. So that lets you know something else. Don't nobody know really the seasons. You know what I'm saying? You have to do your research, and you will be able to tell the seasons on your own. Just like I got. So now
they also can play with the weather. They got this machine called a CERN. And if you look at it, they can, right now, actually the sun was shining bright today. I seen it, but they had so many clouds blocking it. You understand what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And then they had hail and snow come down, right? But the sun was right there. They making clouds. They basically they can control the weather. They can make it hot when they want to make it hot. They can make it cold when they want to make it cold. They basically want to play God, but
nobody can do that, no matter how hard they try. A lot have tried, and a lot are still trying. So let them keep on. Let them keep on. They'll find out sooner or later. But with that being said, which is really consciousness of saying, brother, because in the external of a being, when you are of this world and the thoughts of religion and philosophy and your spirituality, they all combine into your universal concerns. Can you agree with that?
Say that one more again.
It says when you externally involve the thoughts of religion, philosophy, and spirituality, it all comes together it all brings together the concerns of in the universe.
Yeah,
Like your space, your
yeah,
particular space, the law of you.
yeah. I mean, because we all put here, the Creator made everything. We all are one consciousness. We just broke up into individual paths. You know what I'm saying? We came down here in soul groups. You know what I'm saying? And when you actually connect with your soul groups, but you really a lot of times don't know that that's your soul partner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, and you're there, to encourage and help each other along on this path. Because we're around people. Be honest with you, I had told one of a friend today that he said, "What guest you got on the show?" I was like, "We ain't have no guests. We're kicking knowledge today, right?" And I say, but a lot of times when we kick knowledge, a lot of people don't tune in because they can't get with it.
Right.
But we got to kick it anyway, and because we're gonna put it out there in cyberspace, and somebody might just be at home scrolling and pick up something and learn something and say, because everybody got different levels of teaching. You know what I'm saying? You can get these professors that's using big words and talking over people's head, but then they have people that resonate with them in college, right? Then you can just come down to the mundane and have people kick that same knowledge, but they can break it down. People resonate with them, be like, oh, okay, now I get it. But they're gonna have to. It's different. That's why I say when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I even listen to people. You know what I'm saying? And some people, I just can't get with. So it's different levels of teaching for different folks. So that's why I press on. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing this.
That's right. That's right. Because each one can teach one, and he teaches me. He had taught me to start, focusing on things not of people of other, not even of his words, but of things of my own.
Go within.
And yeah. So I mean, it's a recipe you have to gather. It's some things you have to look for. And you just have to be able to recognize and identify what's for you.
Yeah.
And when you can do right, and you'll know, and once you can control that without somebody saying, "Oh no, don't do that one, get the other one," or "Don't pick the blue one, pick the red one." No, once you can start recognizing and identifying what's for you,
and what makes you happy,
what makes you smile in the morning, what makes you sleep peaceful at night. These are the things I'm talking about, identifying your own characteristic that makes you self-awareness. People, I don't know how many times I can. Self-awareness is a job. Taking care of yourself first is a priority job. Because if you don't take care of yourself as a priority job, you can't go to that job. You can't love your family. You can't give nothing. You can't disperse out anything because you didn't take care of the inner side, of the inner person. You have to take care of this inner person in order to be able to expand it out, because that's how God made us. We're ongoing chemistry. Our body is ongoing with chemicals and makeup and DNA and all of this stuff.
Actually, it's consciousness. It's consciousness. We are conscious.
That's right.
And after this body go, we still gonna be consciousness. This is a suit we wearing for a while, and we be on to the next thing. And in our evolvement, but you have to evolve. You know what I'm saying? You got to want to evolve. You got to want it, and you got to do the research, and then you'll be amazed. You know what I'm saying?
You will be amazed at some of the things you self-learn for yourself, and people be like, why you so positive? How you could just go, you could take a blow of life and then turn the other cheek and keep going? Because I build my inner self to be tough, strong. You know what I'm saying? I work on it every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't take a moment. I don't play with myself. I don't play that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I give myself the best, you know what I'm saying, of everything that's to give to to up my levels in spirituality, religion, being humanity, all those things. I work on myself because, like I said, if I can't give it to myself within myself, how am I going to be able to spread it and expand it out to someone else? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So you can be any season. You can be a spring season person. You can be a fall person. You can be a winter person. And I'm just saying this to say that, and I didn't want to get too deep in it because, like I said, it's a big book, and we make it every third Saturday and not a Saturday. So with that being said, I was just getting into some juice of the winter personality. I haven't finished yet. I'm gonna give you some more minutes of it. But I just like to break down of each part of what I read. And like it says, the outlook of this and what I just explained to brother was that you have to, in this world, you have to have the thoughts and the processing of integrating religion, philosophy, and spirituality to order to main the course in this universe. It just says it right
let me
there.
say this too. It says it right there too. But Spirit told me some couple of years back. But I had to go. I guess it's right in a sense because I had to learn. It's a lot of stuff I learned through religion, right? But then it came to a point where it's really not about religion; it's about spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Because religion, like I say, was man-made. Our spirits come into this vessel, and that's how we supposed to take care of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then, like I say, all the religions got supposed to be teaching the same thing, love. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And,
right.
and you know how to come together as one. They might say it in different words and do different things, but at the end of the day, it's supposed to be teaching a high frequency. What we basically gonna get in on the second half when we talk about the root chakra, because once you come into spirituality, you actually dealing in the spirit realm. We're not fighting with knives and forks or whatever. Our stuff we get is gonna come from the spirit realm. But you'll learn about the chakras that governs basically everything in this 3D. But you got to go within. And but we also got tools outside of us that will help us. It's like we got to put something to something external, and make it physical. You know what I'm saying? To help work with it. But once you get it, at the end of the day, is always everything is mental. You know what I'm saying? And everything like these chakras, these crystals and stuff, we got that in our being, in our inner being. So, like you say, it get real deep, because if I would just tell you how deep it get, to the mundane ear, you probably wouldn't even believe. You might think I'm crazy. So, so basically,
They ain't gonna think you crazy,
you
bro,
gotta
because I'm
just-
here, right here with you. Let's
just
not think both of them
go
crazy.
with the flow, and hopefully, we get, the subscribers that's all following us, and we can grow together. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking on that, getting back to the book, at the last page of the winter personalities, it also said what we came into a summary of saying. It says that particularly distinguished by active imagination and fantasy life.
Mm-hmm.
It says the most successful of wintertime people can objectify these visions and perhaps make them a source of creativity rather than be victimized by them. The legends of wintertime people is not so much to society or to personality considerations as to the world of ideas. Wintertime people are less concerned with the state of the world, and as it is now, more with how it should be. A real reforming spirit can show itself in the personality and interest in the matters of concerning the political and economical justice and the fair, very, very common.
Yeah. Well, on that one, you said
Because you
like
born
a
in
lot,
what, a
but
winter month, right?
yeah,
October.
born October. But basically, what you were saying about the using it for creativity, they can go into their mind. You know what I'm saying? And everything that's been created came through somebody's mind. and we create. I'm actually creating a lot of different tools and stuff at home. When I say tools, I mean like wands and rafts and this stuff. I just love to create. You know what I'm saying? I was showing some pictures to people, and they were like, "Oh, you can sell that." I said, "I probably could. Probably one day I will." But I just like to create, even if it come down to writing songs or come down to poetry. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, jewelry. All that's in your imagination, and then you just bring it to this reality. Another thing will help you do good in this realm. You got to learn to decode. And once you can decode, because people can say one thing and you can look at, but if you listen to what they say, right, it might freak you out. Like who was that? That was Bill Gates. He said something about a disaster gonna happen. Somebody was telling me this, cause like I said, I don't really watch the news, and he was saying something like 30 million people are gonna be destroyed or get killed or something. And but if you look at what he's saying, if you just listen to it's fear.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It goes instill fear.
And that's how they gonna keep you. I seen a post where somebody had the fire was fear, and then it was heating up this liquid that was ignorance, and then once the liquid poured out and got down there, it was hate. So
wow,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they can get you to fear.
They can take you somewhere in your mind somewhere else,
and then take it to hate.
Take it on down.
So they're gonna bring your frequency down. The whole catch, as said it before, is frequency. Like in this red jasper, we're gonna get into the qualities of this red jasper when it's relating to the lower chakra. You know what I'm saying? And these things we tell you, just try it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And this is the lower chakra we're working on today. This is my chakra bracelet I had
That's
made.
a red jewel, yeah.
Yes, the
so
lower
mostly
chakra.
Colors that work with your root chakra will be like your red crystals and your black crystals. You know what I'm saying? Because that both mostly get into grounding, but we're gonna get into that on the second half. We have 4:10 now, so you want to finish up with that?
Yep, I'm gonna finish up with this. Then we can play some music, and then we'll be on to Brother Law.
And
that's
Kim,
right.
You're gonna be up here because you're gonna basically read what I wrote, and I'm gonna speak on it.
That's right. So we gonna get into some stay focused _ Brother Law. So just hold tight. I'm gonna finish this winner's periods. I mean, this life of the cycle of the winner personalities. Basically that was it. Traditionally, I just want to put this out. It says what you were speaking of before, when things are going to their dead points in the winter, it says traditionally, which the water in ponds and river freezes, snow falls, the sounds of nature are muted. As you notice, you don't hear bees buzzing, bird. You may hear some birds on good days, but most of the time, everything is muted. Yeah. And it says the land lies in a sleeping under white blankets, like today. It's a little sleepy white blanket day. But trees still stretch their bare arms into the gray skies, only to lit a few hours of a day by a low rising sun. Although much of the nature seems dead, this is only one surface view. Deep within the earth, powerful forces are engaged, metaforces that results of which will be evident to the eye in spring. Wow. That's what you was just saying, within. You know what I'm saying? Although you were saying that although things on the outside may be this and you may conquer that or you may run into this problem, it says when you deep within, it says deep within the earth power, there's forces. I'm saying with deep within yourself.
That's what he's mean, deep within.
Right, deep within yourself, there's power and forces that you do not know you have. But if you take time and meditate and do your affirmations, give yourself some peace time in your house where you have peace of spiritual time, working on your spirituality with no disturbances. This is what this is talking about, deep within the powerful forces that engage in the metamorphosis that you result into being evident in the eye of when you are born in this walk. So, that's how you seen me grow. I know you guys see me get more into this from the first show until now. And as you can see, I'm still here. So something is be doing right. So, and we're not going to stop. We won't stop. We not going to stop. We will not stop. You don't know how to stop. We don't even know the word stop. Stop don't even exist to us. So don't sleep. In other words, don't sleep on the dynamic duo, because we're gonna keep you aflow with some educational. Okay, so with that being said, that was the closing of the winter life periods of these winter personalities that ranges from December the 21st till March the 21st.
Show them that book too. The book they can
Yep. So if you think about you want to get deep into your knowledge and educate yourself, this is called The Secret Language of Birthdays. I mean, even though it's an old book and has old theses and probably parables, but a lot of it has touched today's, just like the Bible. It's an old book, but it touches on a lot of today's situations because they're stories. That's all. It's just stories. Their story. So with that being said, we're going to play you some music and we're going to be right back with Stay Focused _Relearn.
About the way things used to be, the love that was made, the notes that were played, the colors that surround me. Don't you ever stop and think about what's going on. Whispers from the past and to what we had. Take the time to feel the wind that just keeps blowing strong. And maybe you'll see I tend to be in a sentimental groove, reminiscing about the way things were, whispering secrets from the past. They make me laugh and sing the notes I feel in a sentimental groove. Set it free. People thinking back, giving props and slapping dab. That's the prayer that we need. Don't you ever stop and think about what's going on. Whispers from the past and to what we had. Take the time to feel the wind that just keeps blowing strong. And maybe you'll see I tend to be in a sentimental groove, reminiscing about the way things were, whispering secrets from the past. They make me laugh and sing the notes I feel in a sentimental groove. That was made, the notes that were played, the colors that surround me. Don't you ever stop and think about what's going on. Oh. destined to be in a sentimental groove, reminiscing about the way things were, whispering secrets from the past. They make me laugh and sing the notes I feel in a sentimental now let the wind blow. My pathway to heaven is the music. Cause when the curtain falls, that's all that I have left. I live and die and worship sweet, sweet music. Because the music is the essence of my breath. Now let the wind blow.
Right? Okay.
Yo, Savage God.
What's up?
Why don't you come and bless the mic?
I think. Alright, check it. Within my wind blows, the essence of life. From blessing the mic, I sever the section and strike control of the masses. Moving in the gaseous state, I grab the fate. Representatives of raw and extract the black hearts. I make brains pulsate, beating a pulse race. Cultivating the minds, I make you levitate. From these raw vibes, got you forgetting the hard times. Visualizing these rhymes from inside the God's mind. To truly understand the plan, expand your thoughts past physical mass and travel the astral plane. Absorb the breathe of peace, and then take the rhythm we give it and translates the pure knowledge of wisdom. Another level of force to distort reality. Instruments inject true, while vocals remove fallacy or reverse. We be the rebirth of a true art form. My thoughts storm like hurricanes to transform the calm winds to end the rise of whack records. Analyze my rhymes and extract the message encrypted like Morse code. Ancient glyphs and scrolls. Each piece I write and spit to lift souls to next levels of free speech to dig deep like shovels. God's word is eternal. We eliminate and affirm the eternal business projected on paper. The vocal tone. This tune grooves guaranteed to move bones in an orderly fashion. Within this music is passion. Fertile ground and savage and sound is everlasting. It shall continue to grow with a much swifter tempo. Now let the wind blow.
Searching, lurking, hurting for a path of valley. We can dig Sally slowly walking past this thing called life. Where did up and go? Why is our jump so hungry? We need to run free, come see pictures of our kings whisper through my wings to fly and never die. My spirit is eternal in the light of my blind and so inside at night I find the evils I can't watch it. These my fears don't last, they pass my fastest matches back in the window. My soul drinks only wisdom. And after the wind settles down, the light creates a picture. Now let the wind blow. My pathway to heaven is the music. 'Cause when the curtains fall, that's all that I have left. I live and die in worship, sweet, sweet music. Because the music is the essence of my breath. Now let the wind blow. Why?
Alrighty. Yep, we have
What time is it?
4:24.
You want to go ahead and stop?
Yeah.
We back. We back.
All right. We're back. We hope you enjoyed the music selections that we played for you. And there's no musical infringement intended. We do not own the rights to that music. So there you have it. Don't sleep. Now, while you were enjoying those musical, interesting sounds and vibrations of those folk music, I heard a lot of that in the back of that music. Me and brother was sitting up here just discussing the knowledge and things he's really bringing, the research that he have done about the root chakra.
The root chakra. That's this bottom one in red. Sit at your lower spine. You know, and you see here, I think they got 7, but you actually got more that go even above that. But throughout this series, we're going to be talking about 7. And you start at the root, and then you come all the way up, and each one of these colors represent a different chakra. So that's what you're looking at.
Yep, and that's my chakra bracelet, the same thing. There's 7 here, 7 different stones, and we're speaking on the red chakra today, the root chakra. Okay, when we start reading, brother?
Yeah, she's going to be reading for some research that I've done, but also add some of my intellect in with the research.
Okay, and it goes as follows. The root chakra. A root chakra is the first chakra that sits at the base of your spine.
And that would be this chakra right here. I was trying to get a quip that had the colors, but I'm going to run for us one. But that's your root chakra right there.
That's your root chakra.
Down between your...
The base of your spine and around the stomach area. The first of the 7 chakras are your energy wheels, the spine outside of your body, inside of your energy field.
All right. Okay. Hold right there. Actually, it's spinning. It's the chakras. When you look at these chakras that we're talking about, they are outside of your body. If someone was to cut you open and do surgery, you would not see a chakra. They are outside of your body, but they're in your aura.
Right, your realm. Mm-hmm.
Everything is mental and everything is energy. Actually, when you do meditation, right, and you're thinking, that's mental. And when you do energy work, all that is energy work. And these are wheels that spin. And a healthy person with all their chakras lined up and working properly, it's like wheels spinning. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, a lot of people never make it up. They live their whole life in their root chakra. They're in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you go up, you have your heart, your solar plex, even up at the top with your crown, right? But a lot of people, that's when you become enlightened. You know everything. The universe, you just will come on, your third eye is open. But a lot of people is ashamed, but they never make it past that root chakra. They stay in the root chakra. So don't think you will see these chakras inside your body. They're wheels Gore-Tex that are spinning
on the outside.
Yeah, within your aura.
Yep.
You have your own chakra system. We are actually universes.
Right.
Just like this big universe. Even the earth has chakras. You know what I'm saying? So the root chakra is basically connected to the earth. I'm gonna let you go ahead and read. Connected to the earth, and it's on grounding. All right, go ahead.
Okay. It said that he was just explaining to you it's the energy wheel that spins outside of your body. That's what brother just was explaining to you. You would not cut your body open and see these chakras. So don't go there. We ain't say that. We said it's on the outside of your realm of your force field, your personal force field. So with that being said, it says the root chakra is the color of red, the form from the flower of life, from sacred geometry is resonant with the earth element for grounding, and the crystals that are good for working with the root chakras are the red and black in color, which he just explained to you.
I'm on the air.
Working with the root chakras. He's saying that some people never lift up from that, as he showed you. Some people stay down there and just can't come above that.
And when I say they stay down there, I'm meaning you have certain things tied up with the root chakra. Positive things and negative things, right? You have, I don't want to jump too far to reading, but like your sex, that's connected to your root chakra because your sex organs are down in that area. And people want to have sex, so they go out there and just have sex. Or they want to eat because it's around your stomach area. They like all these different foods. So they want to eat this and they abuse it. That's how they become obese. You see what I'm saying?
And if you're speaking on that, not to cut you off, symbols of sex is always red, hot, steamy, red light, red satin sheets, red candles.
Yeah, the red candles
food places, McDonald's, the big golden arches with the red McDonald clown,
even
and
Ronald
Wendy's
McDonald hair is red.
with the red W, with the red hair. You know what I'm saying? All these things are red. Macy's with the red sign and the red star.
That's for the people that's actually
awoke.
And they are manipulating people that's not awoke. They actually playing on your playing on you to make money, to make livings off of you because they know the truth, and that's what they do. So when you become enlightened, you can actually just see
right through that and see beyond that. You won't fall into that trap because as you see, he says red is at it's your lower chakra. That's when you're dealing in your lower, and I think they call that the beta thinking area, when you haven't got to your alpha thinking yet. Because when you stay down in your lower chakras, you're thinking in your beta area. You're not really beta, meaning that you haven't graduated yet and getting the knowledge to be unblocked from this matrix.
And another thing is, it's not that it's a lower chakra, it's a bad thing.
No.
It's that you have to learn what it is and balance. Everything is a balance. You know what I'm saying? And once you learn how to clear it and balance it, that wheel will be spinning, and then you can be rolling. You going up to the next one with the sacred chakra, but we're not going to talk about that today. So you can read a little more.
Okay. And it goes to saying, we're reading now about the
Yeah, it said something about the crystal. Where you stop at?
Okay, we stopped at. We just talk about the red color. We talked about the color. Now we're going to get into the physical evidence of it, which brother brought for you. Some physical evidence of the red stone. It's a jasper, and it's also affiliated to the red crystal. So this is how I'm going to explain this to you. Then he's going to give you his insight on it. The red jasper is a good crystal to work with when dealing with the root chakra.
A little more.
And it helps enhance one's stamina and endurance over time, increases your chi and life force, your chi and your life force energy in your energetic field.
Okay. Basically what she said in a nutshell was this crystal right here, this red jasper, when you hold it and you meditate with it to work with your lower chakra, it helps enforce your life, your chi. Your chi is breath. Like, it builds your inner chi up. And it also, your life force, that's your basically, your semen and your energy. You know how some people be sluggish and tired all the time. You running around, not eating properly, and you having sex all the time, letting your life force out, then you'll have low energy. And if anybody with low energy won't be doing no manifesting, not no serious manifesting. You know what I'm saying? To manifest that thought, you got to be energized. You got to have high energy on a high frequency. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say everything is a balance. You got to push back from some things sometimes, a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got to discipline yourself. This whole thing is about grounding. That's what it say. When you grounding yourself, ways to do it. You can go out and you can walk on the grass, the earth. Some people actually planting their feet, in the earth and meditate. Looking at the sun while they sun gazing, because they connecting back with nature. If you're stressed out, you go out and you walk on the earth. That stress ain't nothing but energy, and that earth has a way of draining that negative energy out of your body. That's why they call it the ground, because it actually grounds you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some people's feet never touch the ground in years because they wear shoes and socks, and in the summertime they're not walking on grass naked. They're not putting their feet on the earth.
On natural earth source,
the
right.
Indians always did that. They tell you, you walk barefoot. And I ain't talking about on the concrete, because that's not earth. I'm talking,
grass, where man didn't make.
Dirt, you know what I'm
where
saying?
no man has made it or cultivated.
Yeah, so you can, that's one of the ways you ground yourself, even with, like I say, this. So you can read a little, and like I say, it works with building your life force up, your energy. And you go ahead from that one.
And also it says, he was just telling you how you can increase your chi.
Chi. That's
right,
your breath.
Chi and your life force energy by connecting to an energetic field. And like you were saying, the natural ground is like an energetic field. The red jasper also strips
within your energetic field.
Okay,
see,
within
like,
your.
If you got an aura going around you, right?
Right.
And you got your chakra system in you, right? Some people can have a crack in the aura, and your energy can leak out.
Right.
Spirits can come in, and they can take control. That's basically take control of you, your mind, your thought. And you might be thinking something, you think it's you thinking it, but it's not you. It's
something
it's an
else.
entity giving you a thought.
So that's why you have to increase your chi and your life forces.
Yeah, and keep it up high, and that will keep them, keep it fighting off you. And like I said, certain crystals, even your black crystals, your black tourmaline, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All these, I'm not wearing this for the looks.
No, we got our armor.
I'm building up my
that's right, we got our armor
my energy
on.
field.
Right.
And I don't like to say I don't leave home without it. You know
You
what I'm
don't
saying?
protect. You can't leave home with unprotected. It's
Okay.
like you don't go down unprotected. It's not what to do, but for those who like protecting ourselves in an all-well perspective way,
Yeah.
you can't leave home without it.
Yeah.
So it says the red jasper strengthens the root chakra, our connections to the earth. The frequency of the red jasper opens and stimulates the baronetic kundalini serpent that dwells at the base of the spine.
So the kundalini.
And I know you seen that symbol we showed y'all before,
Yeah.
where the serpents was going up around the chakras.
And you see it on
inside.
the doctors wear it on they lab coat.
The sword with the serpents going through
Yeah,
it.
it actually is not a sword. That's your spine.
Oh yeah.
And your spine, right? We got that kundalini energy that sits at the base. It's energy that sits dormant. Everybody has it, but like I say, in people's life, they never even
Attempt to.
it never rises because
they don't know
they
anything
stay
about
in
it.
that lower chakra. Even they got stuff in the air, stuff in your food to keep you down, and then that's why a lot of people are depressed. And then when you go to the doctor, they giving you more drugs to keep you depressed and keep it down. Because once you put the drugs in your body, it's impossible for your kundalini to rise. You see, these people know this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So when you got God, the universe gives you tools, right? To work with these things. You know what I'm saying? And it's natural. It's not synthetic. It's not drugs.
Nobody don't have to sell it to you. You don't have to buy it from nobody.
So long as they keep you in using their stuff and their method, then
they winning.
Yeah, they're keeping the matrix alive. So anyway, so once you do these things, eat these foods, do these groundings, meditations, have these stones. Once you just be putting in the work, stay on a high vibration. That gonna have that energy. It's gonna start to rise. It's gonna feel like a snake going up your spine. And the idea is you're gonna come all the way up and bam, that's when it's gonna hit your crown chakra. That's when you see this right here. Our ancestors in Egypt on the pyramid, they say your kundalini energy, these two serpents, these snakes right here. You see them all over Egypt on the walls.
Yep.
That means
it's a sign.
Kundalini.
Right.
And it came out, their third eye come out like this. And that just represents
He get focused on you.
That kundalini energy, and you enlightened it. You know everything. It ain't nothing nobody can tell you. You need to know something, it's going to come to you, your higher self. And that's what that represents.
Your higher self.
I don't think they literally had snakes
coming out their head. No.
But
it was just a symbol
to
recognize that they was there. Yes, indeed.
And who is that? That's our ancestors. That's people that look like us. And guess what?
It ain't Pharaoh.
We can tell.
Don't go there.
And that's our ancestors.
Yeah.
And so what they doing? They waiting. They was mad at us because we was tricked and was dumbed down and didn't pay them no attention. You understand what I'm saying? So you got other people that's not of our race using our techniques against us.
Yep.
So
and you got to be careful with that because everything what somebody says and does to you and for you cannot be for you or with you on your journey. So you got to be careful. And that's another show, right. Another lesson.
Yeah.
But to go on, okay, he was just explaining to you the barogenetics of the Kundalini
one more thing too.
serpent.
So the things you probably want to look for, you can get your red jaspers crystals, your black onyx, your black tourmaline, any black stone. That's helpful grounding, but they got other properties too, as like for protection and stuff. But you can just Google actually properties that will help the root chakra. Okay, just like I did my research, you can do yours.
That's right. And it says raising of the serpentine energy in your spine is a very powerful spiritual experience because it activates and clears each of your other chakras. So as he was saying, when people don't want to do those things like collect your stones, do your research, and do your affirmation and your meditations, that's not doing the work. So you're going to stay dead. It's going to be works without
dormant.
Yeah, it's going to stay right in your red.
You can have the information, but if you don't use it, you know what I'm saying?
You're going to just be sitting around like a lost rock. So you don't want to be the lost rock. So start raising of your energies through your chakras, through your powerful spiritual experiences by collecting your red stones,
you go out in
red
nature,
candles,
sun gaze,
mm-hmm.
Eat a lot of green foods, vegetables, basically veganism. You got other people that's not with that, but they still become enlightened. But
right,
back in the day, they wasn't eating a whole bunch of animals.
Yeah, they was trying to get to the purest form so they can be as high as to their highest self.
Yeah.
Like you said, you have to build to your highest self, and that's the route that you chose.
It ain't gonna take overnight. I mean,
no, it's a work.
Journey. Yeah,
it's work. And with raising of the serpentine energy up your spine is very powerful experiences. Like I said, it activates and clears of each of your other chakras. But also, the root chakra is the foundation. The larger a tree, the deeper roots it go into the ground. All of your feelings related to stability.
Hold on, go back and say that part again.
The root chakra is the foundation, and the larger than a tree.
Okay,
and deeper than
the
roots.
Chakra, what it says is the root chakra is, and I was just using that as an example. When we talk about our root chakra down at the bottom,
your roots,
if you see a big tree, right? You notice the bigger the tree is, the deeper the roots go in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That holds the tree up.
Correct.
If you got a big tree and the roots don't go down, somebody come push
it over. Right.
So that's why they call this the root chakra. You know what I'm saying? Because
it's rooted. Yeah, it's down there.
It's just gonna root you in this 3D, if you want to call it that. But go ahead.
Right.
So come right after the tree part.
It says the deeper the roots go into the ground, all of your feelings related to stability, material abundance in itself is based on how you connect to the earth, and all is connected to your root chakra.
So what that's saying is your feelings, right? Your root chakra, how you feel about something, how you feel about your job, how you feel about how you get your money, how you feel about this person, that. All that, your feelings that's control your emotion is based on your root chakra. Not none of these chakras up here. So if you got it twisted and messed up in the head, right, you got to do the work on your root chakra.
The root chakra, what brother showed you.
Right?
Excuse me, Egyptian ancestor.
Yeah.
Right here.
So it's grounded. So what you want to do is
work your way up.
Yeah, but like you say, the root chakra is the most important. Because it controls like your feelings. If you kind of person and you thinking messed up, you thinking, well, fuck that, I gotta get mine. I don't care what they say about it. You understand what I'm saying? You unbalanced.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to survive, but it's a certain way you do things. And then you go into meditation. You got to go within. Grab your stone.
Like we saying, that inner self.
Go out there if it's summertime and get in the ocean.
It's the outer stuff. We talking about the inner stuff now.
That's that sea salt. You understand? All that stuff is can cleanse you because you need to be cleansed and purged. Just like if you look at a pearl, right? The pearls are real pretty, right? This got almost like a pearl color, but it's not a pearl. But in order for a pearl come out of oyster, right?
Right.
But that oyster's in the bottom of the ocean, and when the pearl like open up, sometimes that sand gets into
The oyster.
the oyster, and it causes the oyster to have a pain, and it released off some chemicals that go around the sand, right? And the more sand get in it, the more the chemicals get released.
And that cultivate the pearl.
It makes the pearl. But without that pain, you would never had a pearl. You see what I'm saying? And that's why when they go down there and they get these out and they get these pearls, it took some pain. So that's why I said you got to be purged. Sometimes you got to go through something. You know, a lot of people sitting on emotions that stuff happened back when they was kids. You know, in their
old
child
stuff.
life.
Past stuff that don't do you no
and
good.
And they just pushed it and blocked it out. But it ain't gone nowhere, but it's still there.
Right.
You just got to face that. That's like facing your fears, and then make it even more deeper. Some of them got like past lives that they carry with them. You know what I'm saying? So once you start purging that through meditation and through eating properly and grounding and sun gazing and other methods that we probably hadn't even touched on yet, that's how you balance that lower chakra, and then that serpent energy starts to rise, and then you go on to your next one, and then your next one, and then about time you come enlightened, I mean, it's a good thing. So.
Yep. So
you got any more in there to read, or did you?
So that was it. That was the last paragraph.
I think it was something.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. Okay, that's good. Enough time. Okay, so after you connect to the earth and connect your root chakra, and you learn how to do the stability of the material to get the abundance, and be obedient to your manifestation and your when you are meditating. That's how you can achieve that. Also, it says here, one, your belief system.
Yeah, we just talking about what you believe in,
right,
and how you believe. That's what, once you start doing the work, it's going to change that.
Yep, one is your belief system. And two, our pattern, the way that we think that you was just explaining, thinking in your own way, not thinking about somebody else thinking, doing it their way. Like I was saying earlier, before I even knew Brother had pulled this up, you got to do what's for you, yourself, and you. You can't go off of nothing what nobody else does for them and how they did it and how
everybody got their own journey.
Their own journey. And it says all resides in all your root chakras that's been handed down from your ancestors. Why do we say, let's get the root out of the problem? Where are your roots when you are coming from?
I just put that in there, like you say. People always say, well, let's get to the root of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Why do they say root? Because that's where the problem is. You go sit down with psychiatrists, they always want you to go and get to the root of the problem, right? And then when you go to the root, right, if you don't know where you're going, you don't know. They say if you don't know where you're at, you're not going to know where you're going. So,
right.
So if you go back and do your root work on your root chakra, you be enhanced. And once you learn the different properties of the root chakra and all the other chakras, then you will live a better life, because you will know through doing the work where this person out here at, or why they act in a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you can, it won't affect you because you know how to bypass that instead of being trapped into that. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see a lot of people, they can do a lot of things that other people can't do. Not saying can't do, but other people haven't done yet, is because they put in the work.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to put in the work, And I believe, because like once I stopped eating pork, right?
Uh-huh.
And I did that for about a year, while, because the spirit came to me and said stop eating pork. Then after pork, I stopped eating meat, but I was still eating seafood. Did that for a year or two. Then after that, the spirit was telling me to become a vegan, right? And I ain't really want to at the time, but for me to get to certain levels of enlightenment, there's certain things you got to do.
Change.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like you say, a lot of people, I'm not going to do it, and don't do it.
Yeah.
But they keep coming back and keep coming back, and then eventually when they want to get there,
it's gonna be you wore it out. You wore out.
I mean, they can do it, but I'm just saying some people got.
It's gonna be a harder journey.
Yeah,
it'll be a harder journey.
You got some people actually here, and all thing they want to do is live a lustful life, and they don't care about nothing else. They concerned right now. But the more you come back,
get there.
but I don't know what they talking now is like, shit, you gonna actually be stuck in the rim, because once the earth do its shift, it ain't, you stuck. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be stuck.
Right.
Because people just kept coming back to this rim, kept coming back. And then the thing is, you got people who was coming back, and they was remembering all their lives. So they came back with a jump on everybody else. You got people coming in getting that vaccination shot, being dumbed down, and they like sheep.
Lost.
They like lost. They got to find their way. You see what I'm saying? That's why you can have so many people that millionaires and billionaires, because they know the secrets and the codes of this matrix. So you gotta get into learn how to decode everything, and you learn that by learning words and the meaning of the etymology of words. You know what I'm saying? So
with that being said, we got 6 minutes. So, and to get through all that, what he was saying also, to catch you up on the Red Jasper, because the next in February the 3rd Saturday, we're gonna have some more knowledge and research for you. Maybe another chakra or maybe numerology. But to finish up on the Red Jasper, it says that it has the frequency to clear negative thoughts, forms, and patterns, which he was just talking about, and that we have stored down in our root chakra, what he just gave you an example of. When people say, let's get to the root of the problem. And there's also the properties of the Red Jasper frequency stimulates our passion and support and a sense of security on this physical plane. And it helps manifest creativity, ideas, like he said. It releases shame and guilt, and it's stone for physical strength.
Yep, and you can burn a red candle when you're meditating. You can
or black.
Yeah, all black. But you burn that black candle. I'd rather them do a red candle, because you gotta be ready.
Yeah, for that black.
That black candle.
Yeah, don't go near the black. You ain't ready, so just stick on the red.
Do your red. Now, but that,
Bet on red.
Just black, like you say, it's not bad, but you're gonna be calling up some of your, like I just talked about, your past lives or your demons or stuff that happened back in that you done blocked out. So when that come up, you're going to have to deal with it.
Right, because he also said here, you need to meditate with the red jasper stone as red as a candle to tap into the frequency. So that's why brother bought the red candle for you as well.
Mm-hmm. So these are some of the things, and these not all the things. So just do your work. And even like throughout, when we have guests, sometimes we might speak on something, because guests come in and ask questions, and they want to know, what's going on, because they feel a vibe up in here. So we might not just be every third Saturday. If somebody has some questions, we're gonna kick the knowledge.
Exactly. We love giving you the knowledge.
Yeah. So
it just pop up anywhere. So don't sleep. And to continue on that, on the lesson of any of these crystals or stones or prophecy, mainly the red chakra and the red candle and the red jasper, learn the properties and the action of each chakra. You will know what chakra a person is utilizing by understanding the properties of the individual chakra. Will be able to handle that situation better. You want to break it down and close it out for him, brother? What you were saying?
Basically what I said. Somebody might come in here, and they might be just talking, telling you all their business. I would look at that person like, the person don't even know me. They just talking like that. What they doing? They got a problem with their throat chakra, and their throat chakra is communication. I'm good with that.
Okay.
The throat chakra is through communication, or they might got a problem, of talking. And don't want to share what's going on with them, right? People that have good ideas a lot of times, and they might be stage fright, don't want to get up and stand in front of an audience, because they think they might freeze up or say the wrong thing. All that's coming through your throat chakra, which is blue. This room is blue and we're in a room of communication. And I don't know if Nico, I told him about it, but I don't think he knew at the time.
When he discovered that, and he got the beginning of his station name.
Yeah,
Is it blue? Right.
So what I'm saying
communication.
is these color chakras mean something. And like I say, if somebody come in, they love, and you can feel the love coming through them, that's your heart chakra, and that's the green chakra. So like I say, once you learn the properties of different chakras, you can understand, and then you can also know how to go and meditate or balance that chakra. Some chakras wheels not even spinning. You know what I'm saying? You can wear a yellow shirt, right? Go out and sit in the sun. That's gonna work with your solar plex. So we can get into all that a little bit later on. So,
well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. This episode of the 2GO podcast, and like I said, February the 9th, 2020, from 5 p.m. to 9. We will be having a event called Pop-Up Appreciation. So it's going to be a mix of many things to come. So please keep that date in mind. And for those that are not
know what's going to be happening on that date, that particular Sunday.
Right. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be several vendors of all types of garments, jewelry, even tasty treats. Also, we have.
If they want to be a part, you can give them a number.
If you want to be a part of this event coming up, we only charge $25 per table, vending table. We still have room for 4 more vendors. If you want to be included, just hit Brother Lance up at
240-832-2544. And once the page is up, but I just, it's.
Or you could go to, that's right. Go to, matter of fact, go to.
'Cause I'm going to have to put it on there. I hadn't put that flyer on there yet.
Okay, yeah.
But we'll be on there as of the night.
Go to Stay Focused _Brother Law for the rest of the invitations and information for the 2GO podcast pop-up appreciation event.
You give them yours too.
And yes, and like I said, on my pages is we have a YouTube page as well that you can go to, that you can pick up all our shows, which I put all our shows on. It's called Lady of 2GO Brother Law at YouTube. You can pull up our shows, or you can also send us messages. Yeah, it did it on its own because it wouldn't let me put Lawrence. Okay. So it already abbreviated law for me, so it was already spoken. Yeah. So with that being said, as you can see, how many things can manifest without even being put out there. Things just happen on their own. Yep. So, like you said, also one of our guests, Precious Mother Love, who will be one of the vendors. She's been doing a vision board. She's been doing vision board workshops, as well as she had went out and traveled. She went to a manifestation workshop celebration in Florida. So hopefully we'll get her in. And you can also catch her, like I said, at the February the 9th event of the pop-up appreciation. She's going to be there. The DMVB goddess, the young lady here, brown skinned with the gold short hair that brought in all the beadwork. She's going to be there. We have a lady who is familiar. She's going to be there with her infused desserts. We also going to have Brother Lance's stuff there, his enlightening indigenous artifacts. Also, we're going to have our other queen that's been here on the show, Sabrina, who's part of the team as well. She's going to have her and her daughter crochet artworks of all things, blankets, hats, gloves, all types of crocheted type. Like I said, it's going to be vendors of all types. So I have one sister, she's going to be there with her Indian import garments. Jumpsuits, sundresses, beautiful garments. Beautiful. She already just showed me her line. So come on out, and we also going to have to entertain you, the one and only Grandma Slam. Lottie Mae McDaniel's going to be presenting you with some fly hip-hop poetry and sorcery on that evening, as well as Brother bringing you the live entertainment of positive vibes. So don't sleep. It's going to be a Sunday to remember your pre-Valentine's celebration. So come on out, enjoy us, and we'll see you next week. Our ending show for the month. Don't sleep. One love, one thug.